Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chronos TV. My name is Zen, and this is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Um, so this is episode 3. The last two times that I've done this, I actually have started this later on in the game, but when you first boot up the game, you get this prompt. I did not know how important this prompt was. So we'll be doing this. It is now almost 9 o'clock. Okay. Goodness gracious, where did the day go? Oh, wait a minute. AM. There we go. Actually, it would have been faster if I just did this one. Oops. Ah, 8:41. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to set my time, my favorite time. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? I forgot. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 8:41 p.m. Is. Let's use another slider to find out how accurate. It's actually incredibly accurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. There's a bird outside my window. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish I had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready in the next time you boot up the game. Thank you, Time Guy. I don't know his actual name. We're just calling him Time Guy. Alright. So I know of a couple of endings that I'm gonna do just for fan service, essentially. Alright, so first and foremost, which one was it? I think it's in the next one.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figlets. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Sure.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Sure. Wasn't expecting this. I actually had a mission, but okay.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
I don't like that. Do not like that. No siree, Bob.
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley.
I did.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Was that under the stairs?
No. Under the stairs was the fourth place you found a Stanley, not the third.
Stanley?
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what?
Guess.
If under the stairs feels like the third place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Okay.
Let's see. What came next? Oh, yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No. That is wrong. That is very wrong, sir. What in the world? Oh, yeah.
This was the fifth mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
You made a video?
Enjoy.
Oh my god. Hi, Windows Movie Maker. Yo, we don't deal with that. My god. We don't do this. Sorry. I'm sorry, that's one thing I don't tolerate. I don't care if it was an actual person or not a bot. Okay. He's your friend? Alright. I should have just looked at the URL, shouldn't I? But yeah, sorry. I need to correct my we just go around pranking people. You just prank people. That's fair. I need to fix that rule though. But yeah, just I don't care if you prank, but like I've had a lot of issues in the past with like bots coming in and saying, "Oh, you can get tons of subscribers if you all this and that." Just not a big fan of that. So, anyways. Actually, hang on a second. Where is that? Yeah, there we go. It's cool. It's cool. You guys are good.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes? Really? Alright. This way. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I should have mentioned my cloud bot moderator. Kind of is a bit strict.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
I suppose.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
That's Streamlabs.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Because I do have Nightbot, I just don't use it. Actually, I haven't used Nightbot in a long time. You are in the present.
And then there was no more.
Oh,
because we've
thank you,
caught up
guys.
to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Okay.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, calm down.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Yup.
Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay. Sure, buddy.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh, no.
Yes, I love that video.
It's a great video. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. We did not... This is a very bizarre room that you've
Still
chosen.
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I mean... Sure.
These really were a treat.
I don't like the
to hunt down.
narrator.
You know,
Yeah.
if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Narrator man. Can I go this way? No, I cannot. His voice makes you sleepy? I can see that.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Oh, we're back in the expo. Oh. Sorta in the expo hall.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Trip down memory lane is fine, but if you get obsessed with it, that's not healthy.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay, just leads to this. I'm back in my office.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be.
Okay.
Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Okay.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That was an unexpected twist to the beginning. Um, cool. We're just gonna skip that. Okay, so
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
it's
memo.
not that one. It's 419, I think. Where am I? Is that it? No, it's not it. It's not it. I don't know if I can do that one right now.
The embrace of an old friend. A
Yes.
weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the
Do the door
bucket
thing when
tightly
you
to
click
his
the door
chest
multiple times.
and
Have
entered
not
the
done that
door
one.
on his left.
He told me to do the one on my left, so yeah, let's go ahead and try that one. Actually, forget which door it is. I'm supposed to click multiple times.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort
Okay.
now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase,
Sure.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, we did. Oh, come on. Sir.
Stepping in.
Yes. Yes. I really wish I could jump. It'd be very, very nice. I don't like how quiet it gets for this one. It's a little... There we go. You are now leaving. Great. I want to leave. Escape pod bay 760. Can do. 755. Almost there. 756. Nearly there. Wish the elevator was working, but you know what? It's fine. Can always take the stairs. Not a problem with that. 757. Whew, getting a workout with this one. Have you? Alright. 759. Here we go. You guys shouldn't argue, because lemon and lime go together really well. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Dang it. That's fine. Is it 4:30?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
What?
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Okay, I guess I can do that. Where the hell is 417 though? There it is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Okay. Back this way, I guess. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. Okay. I can do that. Where in the feck is it? There it is.
Now, back to door number 437.
All right.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Sure, pal.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I mean, I'd like to. I kind of can't because I can't climb. Oh, almost did it. Get up there. Just get up there. Yeah.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Right, okay, 416 is this way.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Okay, calm down. It's fine, it's fine.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really
did,
earned it,
Bob.
Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Well, that was rude, sir. Oh yeah, because I sent the bucket off. I don't have the bucket anymore. Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Here's another one I can do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I will do that. Oh, I can go in here. Nice. Oh, that was fun. Now then.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I don't have a problem with
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't have to have a bucket for this. I think I have to have a bucket for that one. Oh, that sucks.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Just slow.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a
The
bit
buttons are gone.
peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
Yeah,
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
there they are.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind.
Hello.
Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
How does it keep turning me on? It's so weird. You have discs? Do you have Discord? Yeah, I have Discord.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'll think about it. I don't normally like to add in random people, although I've thought about making a Discord server from the channel.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me. Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Alright. Take all the time you need, I guess. Alright. Bye.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Masters. Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
That's fine. I can't make anyone stay.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
I'm just here to play games.
Where's the
Chat can do whatever chat wants to do.
Build a slow and nuanced
or rather, the
appreciation
people
for the
in
story,
chat can do whatever
the
they want to do,
characters.
as long as it doesn't
Why aren't
violate
we
very
given
obvious
time to
things.
imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids, alive, the guy who went to Mars. Kind of like that poster. Evening with world peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Okay. Will do, Mr. Narrator Man. The dude who came up with pizza. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, that was something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Okay, ouch.
Stanley
Rude.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we'll do what? Yeah, we'll do
This
that.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meet, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Okay.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what
I like
fans
that I
want
can
from a
actually
sequel.
get the
They want
Broom
more
Closet.
of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Alright.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Rude.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Okay.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
Nope.
That's why
No,
I'm very proud to introduce a
not the
brand new
bucket.
character.
I need the bucket.
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Nope. Not
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans.
It won't
Stanley.
let
Give
me.
the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Ouch. It just exploded all over my face.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I tried to give bucket. It said no. I didn't know what to do. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Something.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Going to do something without the bucket. Because I'm kind of
When
curious.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't remember
Wow.
where that elevator is supposed
Yes,
to take you
this
originally.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the
Nah, fam.
opposite door, and got back on track.
I'm gonna go down here.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Which way is it? Left, right, back,
Let's
forth?
see, we
Up,
went
down?
right, left, down...
Diagonal?
Right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Through the garage door. Well,
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this
Sure.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
okay. Can do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Back
It was right
rooms.
here just a minute ago.
Kinda.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Yeah.
Let's find the story.
Okay. Oh my. Messy. Very, very messy. Let's go this way to here and this way to here. Then over here. And then we're going to turn and go this way. Okay. I guess we're going to do this one.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Thought that's what we were doing, but okay. Huh?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Woo!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all.
Wow.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, Brian. It's just supposed to make you think. It's not a scary game. Well, I mean, there is a scary-ish ending, but it's...
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, someone's playing solitaire. Okay.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Okay.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hey, there it is.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh,
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
so many restarts.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which, oh, this one.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
We're gonna...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
It's
Just
drunk,
don't acknowledge it.
very
It
obviously.
should be fine.
What in the hell? Okay, bye, dude.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Okay.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the
Look at this
door
one,
on
okay,
the
cross.
right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Okay. You know, it makes me chuckle that the sound effect for clicking items in this game is just mashing on a keyboard. So, like, in my mind, it's just Stanley walking around with an unplugged keyboard, just smashing it against everything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I missed the memo. Grab the bucket.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Ouch.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Is blue.
And here it was. Had the bucket
Very
turned
blue.
out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
It's very
Stanley
blue.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
No,
room.
we did not.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
That's the adventure
Good,
line?
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No. I went this way. Through this door.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
I know what's a
suppose that would
bucket.
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well,
Actually, hang on a second. We're gonna do this without the bucket because I'm gonna see if it's the same as.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can you tell I played this a few 100,000 times?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Dude.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Rude.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Don't care.
Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, champ. I'm gonna walk through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Through the
Stanley
blue door.
walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Sure.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut.
Open the door.
I really couldn't
Open the
say
door.
where the idea came
the door.
from, except that
Open the door.
I felt it in my soul.
Open the door.
You can't teach that, Stanley.
Open the door.
Don't even try.
Open the door.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
All right.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Sure.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Just rummage through my Steam library. I'll be happy to play
Yes,
anything.
this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, it's thinking really hard.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you
Oh,
think this game is about?
I actually
Stanley?
don't have
What's
this
our
game.
backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it
I
seems
want this
obvious to
game. I
me
don't
that you
have
are
this
meant to
game.
play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
This
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture
is
into the experience of total
Firewatch.
mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay. God, I haven't seen Firewatch in a long time. It's a really pretty game. I should add that to my wish list. Wait, is it Ranger Dave? Is Ranger Dave here? I think it's Dave.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Oh, there's my water. I can't remember if
It
it's
is.
Dave or Bob.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Rude.
thank goodness,
Rude.
Stanley. What a close call.
Rude.
You nearly wandered off into that thing. That
Rude.
big, open, just wandering around. No
Rude.
right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Dan, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh,
No,
thank
that's
heavens we avoided
open
it.
world games are
towards
cool.
now,
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's
gonna
find
scream
another
at you.
game.
That's what I wanna
Preferably
do.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I mean,
Okay,
I
I think this will be just the thing.
close. What now? No.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage
Narrator.
to get lost in this game, I will be
This
phenomenally
is Rocket
impressed.
League. I don't own Rocket League. I've played it.
Okay,
I'm
so what
not
exactly
good at
do
it.
we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Brian,
Oh,
Rocket
what
League
fun.
is
We shall run the bases and
it's
do a
soccer
touchdown
but
together.
with super fast
Yeah,
cars.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh no. Well, okay. I thought that would be a lot harder to push. Uh-oh. Well,
Are you
okay.
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
It's
Stanley, I have a
harder.
thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one
You
ball
son of a bitch.
generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out.
No,
Here
no,
comes
no, no,
another
no,
ball.
No.
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
No. Oh God. Sir. This is not. No. This ain't my game. I would have been happy if you dug up Warframe.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? You having
Yes?
fun?
No?
Is this
Maybe?
a real
Kinda.
video
I don't know.
game?
It's
Well, I
soccer.
sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what?
It'd be
over.
funner if it had the.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes.
Rude.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without
do
rules
not.
or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
don't.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I fell out of the world. Where in the hell did I go? Oh, I'm down here.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Forgot about this. Oh no. Oh, they still had this. So, trivia. Stanley Parable was actually a mod for Half-Life 2. And this is the original-ish map created for it, which was just basically a hallway and a hotel from Half-Life. You had your two choices. The old Half-Life computers, Half-Life 2 computers. Good to see it's still down here in the bowels of the Stanley Parable. Wow, they actually did leave them in. Okay. What can do? Okay, never mind.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that is actually all the time that I have for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. If you guys like the content, make sure to follow me on Twitch if you're not already, and Twitter, again, if you're not already, to know when I go live. I also have a YouTube page you can subscribe to. I archive most of my streams there, so you can catch them even if you've missed them. I try to stream multiple times a week. If I can't do it multiple times a week, I do it multiple times a day. That way you guys have a variety of content and can interact with me more easily. So, until next time, I hope you guys have a great night, great day, great evening, whatever it might be for you, and I will see you then.